My name is Markus Thurman. I'm 20 years old, and I'm a transgender college student in Tennessee. When I was 13 years old, I came out as transgender to my peers at school. Of course, there was bullying and harassment. Of course, there was misunderstandings and confusion. But at the end of the day, my classmates would still come to me with questions rather than with hatred. The people who came to me with fear in their eyes and hatred in their voices were not my classmates, but were my classmates' parents and other authority figures. There's a lot of misconceptions about how medically transitioning works. Puberty blockers are not evil. They are not permanent. They are there to basically pause puberty until you know which puberty you want to go through.
Yeah.
I never had to go on puberty blockers. I never had the option, and now I have had a completely full puberty through estrogen, and I'm now starting one with testosterone. It is much harder on my body to do this if it would have, other than if I had started with puberty blockers. When I was 14, a year into being out, I was sexually assaulted on the basis of the fact that I'm transgender. Is that what you want for your kids? Do you want your kids to suffer? Do you want them to feel alone, like they can't turn to authority figures for fear of judgment because of the slander that politicians will use against my community, against people like me, against your own children? I have nightmares almost every single night about the horrors that I experienced through high school and middle school for being transgender. You're not protecting children. You are protecting yourselves from the unknown, and you are willfully keeping it as the unknown to yourselves. There is information out there that is not backed by sources that are filled with bigotry and hatred and fear-mongering. There are sources out there with real education that are backed by medical science, and they are at your disposal. If you truly care for your children, and if you truly care for their future, you will actually educate yourself. My parents have always been supportive, even when they did not understand. And when they didn't understand, we would have a dialogue. And when that was not satisfactory, because I was still a child, they would ask medical professionals. Turn to people who are educated, not to people who benefit off of fear-mongering. We're not going anywhere.